Hello everyone, a very good morning to all. Hope all are fine. Stay home, stay safe. So today we are going to study Sandhigata Rogas of eyes. As I told in class, I am dealing with Shalakitandra first paper, that it is diseases of the eye. Sandhigata, from the name itself, it is clear that these diseases will affect the sandhis of eye. So what is sandhi? Sandhis are joints. How many sandhis are there in an eye? 6, right? So next slide we will see which all are the sandhis. So sandhis are 6 in number. They are Pakshma Vartma Sandhi, Vartma Shukla Sandhi, Shukla Krishna Sandhi, Krishna Drishti Sandhi, Apanga Sandhi and Kaninika Sandhi. So you know Pakshma is eyelashes, Vartma is eyelid. So the joint between eyelashes and eyelid is Pakshma Vartma Sandhi. What is this Pakshma, Vartma, Shukla, Krishna, Drishti and all? They all are mandalas, right? So between the mandalas comes the Sandhi. So Vartma is eyelid, Shukla is the white portion, that is sclera of the eye. Then Shukla and Krishna, that is between white portion and black portion. Black is iris or cornea. Then Krishna Drishti Sandhi is between the Krishna iris and pupillary region, and the last is Apanga Sandhi and Kanina Sandhi. If we observe the eyelid, both the upper and lower eyelid join in both the ends, right? So in modern they call it as canthus. So medial canthus and lateral canthus. So in our terms we will call medial canthus as Kaninaka Sandhi and lateral canthus as Apanga Sandhi. So here in this chapter we are dealing with the disease affecting these sandhis. So sandhis are 6 in number. Pakshma Vartma Sandhi, Vartma Shukla Sandhi, Shukla Krishna Sandhi, Krishna Drishti Sandhi, Apanga Sandhi and Kaninaka Sandhi. So Pakshma Vartma Sandhi. Pakshma means eyelashes. Vartma means eyelid. So the joint between Pakshma and Vartma. Next is Vartma Shukla. Vartma is eyelid again. Shukla means Shukla white portion of the eye, that is sclera. So that is Vartma Shukla Sandhi. Shukla Krishna Sandhi. Shukla is white portion sclera. Krishna is the iris or corneal region. So in between that is Shukla Krishna Sandhi. Next comes the Krishna Drishti Sandhi. Krishna is again iris or cornea. Drishti is the pupillary region we have to tell. All these are mandalas, right? Pakshma, Vartma, Mandalam, Shukla Mandalam, Krishna Mandalam, Drishti Mandalam. So the joints between the mandalas are sandhis. Next come the fifth one and sixth one is Apanka Sandhi and Kaninika Sandhi. If you observe eyelid, both upper and lower eyelid join in both the ends, right? So in modern they call it as canthus. So medial canthus and lateral canthus. In our terms we will tell that as medial canthus as Kaninaka Sandhi and lateral canthus as Apanka Sandhi. Next comes the classification or enumeration of Sandhigata Roga. They are 9 in number. In both Ashtanga Hridaya and Susra Samhita it is same. They are Puyalasa, Ubanaha, 4 types of Strava, Parvani, Alaji and Krimigrandhi. Difference in opinion is there in Strava. They both mention Kaphastrava, Rektasrava and Puyasrava common, but the fourth one is different. That is Ashtanga Hridaya mention Jalasrava, but in Susra Samhita there is no Jalasrava. He mentioned instead Pittasrava. Next comes the sloga for enumeration. It is mentioned in Susruta Samhita. This is the enumeration sloga mentioned in Susruta Samhita. Puya alasa sa ubanaha srava parvanika alaji krimigrandhischa vijneya roga sandhigata nava. So Puyalasam, Upanaham, Srava, 4 types of Srava, Parvanika, Alaji and Krimigrandhi are the Nava Sandhigata Roga, 9 types of Sandhigata Rogas. Next we will see with each disease separately. So in that first one is Srava. As you all know, there are 4 types of Srava. In Ashtanga Hridaya it is Jalasravam, Kaphastravam, Rektasravam and Puyasravam. and in Susra Samhita it is Kapha-sravam, Rakta-sravam, Puya-sravam and Pitta-srava. So in Susra Samhita, Acharya Susrata has mentioned about the Samprapti of Srava. That's a first sloka, Samprapti of Srava. Gatva Sandhin Ashrumargena Doshaha Kuryehu Sravan Rukvihinan Kaninat Tan Vaisravan Netranadim Athege Tasya Lingam Kirtishyate Chaturtha. So Gatva Sandhin, Gatva Sandhi. Said doshas reaches the Sandhi. Through which way? Ashrumargena. Ashrumargena doshaha. So the doshas reaches Sandhi through Ashrumarga. Kuryehu Sravan and causes Srava. Rukvihinan Kaninat. Rukvihinan means without pain. Kaninat. So where these doshas are causing Sravam and which Sandhi? It is in Kanina Sandhi. Tan Vaisravan Netranadim Adeke Tasya Lingam Kirtishyate Chaturtha. So that Srava is of 4 types, right? So depends on the dosha predominant. Each Srava Lakshana is mentioned below. So next we will see each Srava Lakshana separately. In that first one is Jalasrava. So this sloka is from Ashtanga Hridaya. Jalasrava is mentioned only in Ashtanga Hridaya. Vayu Kruddha Sira Prapya Jalabham Jalavahini Ashru Shravayade Vatma Shukla Sandehe Kanenakad Tena Netram Sarukraga Shofam Syad Sa Jalasravaha. So Vayu Kruddha Sira Prapya Jalabham Jalavahini Ashru Shravayade. Vayu Kruddha. So which dosha is predominant here? Vada. So Vayu Kruddha. Vada got vitiated. And where it reached? Sira Prapya. Which Sira? Jalavahini Sira. And what is the symptom outcome? Jalabham Ashru Shravayade. So watery discharge will be there. So Jalasrava means Jalabham Ashru Shravayade. Watery discharge, Ashru will be there. Vatma Shukla Sandehe Kaninagan. Where is it seen? Vatma Shukla Sandhe near Kaninaga. Tena Netram Sa Rukraga Shofam Syad. In that eye, what all other lakshanas will be there? Ruk, Raga and Shofa. There will be pain, redness and swelling. Syad. Sa Jalasravaha. This disease is known as Jalasravaha. So Vayu is the predominant dosha here and it will reach Jalavahini Sira. Then it will cause Jalabham Ashru Shravayade, watery discharge, and also there will be Raga, Ruk, Raga and Shofa. Where it is manifesting, the disease is seen in Vatma Shukla Sandehe near Kaninagad. So next comes Kapha-srava. The first sloka is from Ashtanga Hridaya. Kaphat Kapha-srave Shvedam Pichilam Bahalam Sraved. Kaphat. So the predominant dosha here is Kapha. So Kapha dosha got vitiated and it will cause Kapha-sravam. What all lakshanas will be there? Shvedam Pichilam Bahalam Sraved. So Srava will be there. How it looks like? Shvedam, white in color. Pichilam, slimy. Bahalam, large in quantity. So Kaphat Kapha-srave Shvedam Pichilam Bahalam Sraved. Kapha dosha predominant disease with the lakshana of Srava. So discharge will be there. How the discharge will looks like? Shvedam, Pichilam and Bahalam. We'll see next and Susra Samhita sloka, that is Shvedam Santram Pichilam Samsravedyaha Sleshma Sravo Nirujaha Sapradishtaha. Here the discharge will be Shvedam Sandram Pichilam, white in color, Sandram thick, Pichilam slimy, Samsravedyaha Sleshma Sravo Nirujaha. Acharya Susra mentioned this disease is without pain, that is Nirujaha. So this is the Lakshana mentioned in Susro Samhita. Shvedam Sandram Pichilam Samsravedyaha Sleshmasravo Nirujaha Sa Pratishtaha. So next comes Rekta Srava. First is Ashtangradaya Sloka. Rektat Rektasrave Tamram Bahu Ushnam Cha Asru Samsraved. So Rektasrava, which dosha is predominant? It is a Rekta predominant disease. Rektat Rektasrave Tamram Bahu Ushnam Cha Asru Samsraved. How will be the discharge? Tamra Varnam. Tamra is copper red color. Bahu, large in quantity. Ushnam Cha Asru Samsraved. This is Ashtangradaya. So Rekta dosha predominant and the Srava will be like how it looks like Tamram, Bahu and Ushnam. Next comes the Susra Sloka. Rekta Sravaha Shonidotha Sa Rektam Ushnam Na Alpam Samsraved Na Adi Sandram. Rekta Srava Shonidotha. Here also Acharya Susruta mentioned Rekta Srava is Rekta predominant, Shonidotham, Rekta predominant disease, and this Srava, how it looks like? Sa Rektam Ushnam, Rekta Varanam, Ushna will be there, Na Alpam, so it is Bahu, large in quantity, Samsraved, Na Adisandram. Na Adisandram means it's not thick, it is thin. So Rekta Varnam, Ushnam, Na Alpam. It will be more or large in quantity and it will be thin. Na Adi Sandram. So this is Rekta Srava Lakshana. So next is Puya Srava. Puya Srave Malaha Sa Asra Vatma Sandehe Kaninakat Sravayandi Muhu Puyam Sa Asram Tvak Mamsa Pagataha. So Puya Srave Malaha Sa Asra. So which dosha predominant? This is a Sannipadaja Vyadhi. Malaha. Mala means Tridosha. Tridoshas plus Sa Asra Rekta. So Tridosha plus Rekta predominant disease. Vartma Sandehe Kaninagad. Where it is causing? It is in Vartma Sandehe Kaninagad. Kaninaga Sandhyuli. Sravayandi Muhu Puyam Sa Asram. So Sravayandi, there will be discharge, Muhu, frequently, punaha. Again and again there will be Srava. It is pus discharge. So Puyam. Sravayandi Muhu Puyam. So there will be pus discharge mixed with blood. Sa Asram, mixed with blood. Tvak Mamsa Pagataha. There will be separation of Tvak and Mamsa. Tvak and Mamsa Paga will also be there. So Puya Srave, there will be pus discharge mixed with blood. Which dosha predominant disease? Tridoshaja. Tridoshaja plus Rekta will be there and it is seen in the Vartma Sandhi near Kaninika Pradesha. Sravayandi Muhu, punaha, again and again there will be Srava. How the Srava looks like? It's Puya Srava. There will be discharge, pus discharge mixed with blood, and also there will be Tvak Mamsa Pagadaha. There will be separation of Tvak and Mamsa. This is from Ashtanga Hridaya. Next sloka is from Susro Samhita. Pagaha Sandau Samsravedyascha Puyam Puya Sravo Na Ekarupaha Pratishtaha. Pagaha Sandau Samsravedyascha Puyam. So there will be separation in the Sandhi. There will be separation in the Sandhi. Samsravedyascha Puyam, and there will be pus discharge. That disease is known as Puya Sravam. Naika Rupa Pratishtaha. That means it is not one dosha predominant. It is Na Eka Rupa Pratishtaha. This is Sannipadaja Roga. So Acharya mentioned Naika Rupa Pratishtaha. So Pagaha Sandhi, there will be separation in the Sandhi region. The discharge is pus discharge. That disease is known as Puya Srava and it is a Sannipadaja Vyadhi. This is Puya Sravam. Next comes Pitta Srava. It is mentioned only in Susra Samhita. Pidabhasam Neelamushnam Jalabham Pittasravaha samsravet sandhi madhyat. So how this rava will looks like in Pittasrava? Pidaphasam Neelamushnam Jalabham. So it is watery discharge. Pida or Neela Varna, so yellow or blue in color. Ushnam Jalabham. So watery discharge, that is known as Pittasravaha. Samsravet Sandhi Madhyat. From where it will flow? The discharge is from Sandhi Madhyat. So Kaninaga Sandhi Madhyat. From the middle of Kaninaga Sandhi, that is Pittasrava. So Pittasrava, there is Pidaphasam. This rava will be yellowish or bluish in color, and it is like watery discharge, and it comes from Kaninaga Sandhi Madhyad, from the middle of the Kaninaga Sandhi. So next is the treatment for Srava. Srava is an asadhya vyadhi. So in Ashtanga Hridaya and Susra Samhita, there is no mentioning of treatment for Srava. In Yoga Ratnakara and Chakradatta, you will get some formulations for Srava. In that, first one is Trifalakwada Prayoga. Sraveshu Trifalakwadam Yada Dosham Prayojayet Shaudrena Ajena Pippalya Mishram Vidyet Shiram Tata. So here Ajay is mentioning of Trifalakwada mixed with honey in case of Kapha, ghee in case of Pitta, and Pippali in case of Vada, both internally and externally. And after these discharges Srava subside, we can go for Siravetana. Also in Chakradatta, Patyadi Varti is indicated for Rektasrava condition, and also in chronic varieties of Srava, we can use Karpasyadi Varti. Usually we can compare Jalasrava with watering of eyes or hyperlacrimation. All other varieties we have to compare with the dacrocystitis, different types or different stages of dacrocystitis, like Puyasrava and all. We are comparing with different stages of dacrocystitis, chronic dacrocystitis. And Jalasrava we can compare directly with watering of eye or hyperlacrimation. So next disease is Ubanaha. Ubanaha is a Kaphaja disease which is mentioned both in Ashtanga Hridaya and Susra Samhita. First sloka is Ashtanga Hridaya sloka. Kafena shofa tishnagra shara budbudago pamaha mridu moola belha snigdaha savarno mridu pichilaha mahan apakaha kanduman upanaha sa mirujaha. So Kafena shofa tishnagra. So Ubanaha is a Kaphaja Vyadhi. Shofa, there is nothing but a swelling in the Sandhi. And how that swelling looks like? So that is next. Tishnagra Kshara Budbudago Pamaha. Kshara Budbudago Pamaha means a bubble like burn formed because of Shara. Shara Budbudago Pamaha. And how it end looks like? It's sharp end, that is Tishna Agra. Swellings end looks like a Tishna Agra. Then Prudu Moola, the root is very strong and deep. Snigdaha. Savarno. Savarno means same color, right? So same skin color only, that swellings color, there is no other separate color. Skin color only can be seen in that swelling. Mridu Pichilaha, soft and slimy. Mahan Apakaha. So Mahan means very big. Apakaha, without separation. Kanduman, there will be more itching. That is Ubanaha. Kanduman Ubanaha sa mirujaha. There won't be any pain. Sa mirujaha. So Kapha predominant disease, and it's a shofa, it's a swelling, and it looks like Shara Budbudagopamam. The swelling is the same color as the skin. Tishna Agra, sharp end will be there. The root is strong. Snigdha, Mridu, and Pichila. Mahan. Mahan means very big swelling. Apakaha. There will be no separation. There will be severe itching, but no pain. That is Upanaham. So Upanaha is nothing but a swelling in the Sandhi region, and it is caused by Kapha dosha. This is from Ashtanga Hridaya. Next sloka is from Susra Samhita. ग्रन्थिर् न अल्पो दृष्टिसन्धाव अपाकः कंडू प्रायो प्रायो नीरुजस्तु उपनाः. Granthir na alpo. So here Ajar is mentioning Upanaha as a Granthi. Granthi is nothing but looks like a gland. Na alpo. Na alpo means not less. That means a big swelling. Drishti Sandhi. Drishti Sandhi means it's seen in Drishti. The Sandhi, Drishti Sandhi. It is seen in Drishti Sandhi. Apakaha. Without separation. There won't be any separation. Kandu Prayo. The itching will be more. Nirujastu Upanaha. There won't be any pain. That is Upanaha. So according to Susro Samhita also it is a disease with swelling in the Sandhi. That Sandhi it is mentioned as Drishti Sandhi. In Drishti Sandhi there will be a swelling. That also Na Alpam means a big swelling with itching and without pain is Upanaham.
Very low voice.
Now we will see the treatment for Upanaha. Upanaham Pikshak Swinnam Pinnam Vrihi Mukhenascha Lekhayet Mandalagrena Tadascha Pradisarayet Pippali Kshaudra Sindhuther Datniyat Purvavat Tadaha Padola Patra Amalaka Kwadena Aschoda Escha Tam. So Upanaham Pikshak Swinnam. So what is the treatment for Upanaha? Upanaha, first we have to give Svedanam, Pikshak Swinnam. Upanaham, we have to give Svedanam. After that, what we have to do? Pinnam Vrihi Mukhenascha. Pedanam. First we have to do Svedanam. After that, Pedanam. Pedanam with Vrihi Mukhena. Vrihi Mukha Shastra. So we have to put an excision or cut with Vrihi Mukha Shastra. Then Lekhayet Mandalagrena. After Pedanam, we have to do Lekhanam. Lekhanam is nothing but scraping. Scraping using Mandalagra Shastra. First we had given Svedana, then we put a cut using Vrihi Mukha, then we do scraping using Mandalagra Shastra. Tadascha Pradisarayet. After that, what we have to do? Pradisaranam. Pradisaranam with what? Pippali, Kshaudra and Saindava. Pippali, Kshaudra, Sindhuther. Pradisarayet. So using Pippali, Kshaudra and Saindava, we have to do Pradisaranam. Then Batniyat Purvavat Tadaha. Then we have to do bandaging. Bandaging Purvavat Tadaha. That told before. So in Tika it is mentioned how to do bandaging. Anandaram Purvavat Prakshalayed Ushnena Varinam Kridena Siktam Abhyaktam Madhu Sarpisham Urthomadaha Karnayoscha Yavasaktubihi Pindim Datva. So Prakshalya Ushnena Varina. So first we have to do washing with Ushnena Varina with warm water and Krita. Then Apyaktam Madhu Sarpisham. Then we have to apply Madhu and Krita in that area. Then Urtham Adaha Karnayosha Eva Saktubihi Pindim Datva. Then after keeping Eva Saktu Pindi. Eva Saktu Pindi means bolus made with Eva Saktu we have to put on the eye, and bandaging should be done above and below the ear. Urtha Adaha Karnayosha. So like that we have to do bandaging. Then what we have to do? Padola Patra Amalaga Kwadena Aschoda Eschatam. We have to do Aschodana with the Kwada prepared with Padola Patra and Amalaka. So this is the treatment for Upanaha. So first we have to do Svedana. After that we have to do Bedana with the Vrihi Mukha Shastra. Then we have to do Lekhana. Lekhana means scraping with Mandalagra Shastra. Then Pradisarana with Pippali, Kshaudra and Saindava. Then we have to do bandaging. After 2 or 3 days we have to remove the bandage and do Aschodana using the Kashaya made with Padola Patra and Amalaka Kwada. So this is the treatment. This is the loka mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya. So next disease is Puyalasam. Puyalaso Vranaha Sushmas Sofa Samramba Purvakaha Kanina Sandav Atmai Puya Sravisa Vedana. So Puyalasa is a Sannipadaja Vyadi, Tridoshaja Vyadi. So in Puyalaso Vranaha Sushmaha, there will be small ulcers. Shofa Samramba Purvakaha. First It will start with a swelling in the canina sandhi, then it will convert into small ulcers. From that ulcer there will be pus discharge, and along with that there will be pain in that region. So that is according to Vakbhadacharya. Puyalasa is nothing but small vranas or small ulcers present in the canina sandhi along with swelling, and there will be pus discharge and pain. This is Puyalasam. According to Susro Samhita, Puyalasam is Pakwaha Shofaha, Sandhijaha, Samsravedyaha, Sandram Puyam Pudi, Puyalasa Saha. Pakwaha Shofaha. So there is a suppurative swelling. Sandhijaha, where it is present in Sandhi. Which Sandhi? Sandhijaha, Kanina Sandhijaha. So in Kanina Sandhi, there will be a suppurative swelling. Samsravedyaha, from that swelling there will be discharge. How the discharge look like? Is Sandram Puyam Pudi Puyalasa Saha. Sandram, thick, purulent pus discharge will be there from that suppurative swelling. That is Puyalasam according to Acharya Susruta. So this is the Lakshanas of Puyalasam. So next comes Puyalasa treatment. Puyalase siram vidyat tadahattam upanahayed kurvita cha akshipagoktam sarvam karmam yathavitim. So in Puyalasa, first we have to do Siravida. Puyalase Siram Vidyet. Tadaha Tam Upanahayet. After that we have to do Upanaha Sweda. Kurvida Cha Akshipagoktam Sarvam Karmam Yathavidim. After that we can give Akshipaga Chigilsa. Akshipaga is mentioned in Sarvaksharoga. When we do that we will study that one. So in Puyalasa, according to Ashtanga Hritaya, 3 steps are mentioned. First is Siraveda, second one is Upanaha Sweda, and third one is Akshipaga Chigilsa. One more Anjana Prayoga is mentioned. Saindava Ardraga Kasisa Loha Tamrehi Suchurnitehi Churnanjanam Prayunjita Sa Shaudrerva Rasakriya. Saindava Ardraga Kasisa Loha Tamrehi Suchurnitehi. So what we have to do first is we have to take Saindavam, Ardragam, Kasisa, Loha and Tamra. We have to make all these things into fine powder. Suchurnitehi. Churna Anjanam Prayunjita Sakshaudrerva Rasakriya. So in 2 different forms of Anjana Acharya mentioned here, Churnanjanam and Rasakriya Anjanam. So we can use this directly, like this powder directly we can apply on the eye, that is Churna Anjanam. Sa Shaudrerva Rasakriyam. Otherwise we can mix this with Shaudra and make into Rasakriya form. Rasakriya means semi-solid form. Like that also we can use this, or either Churnanjanam or Rasakriya Anjanam. Both the forms we can use this yogam. So next disease is Parvani. Vatma Sandhyasraya Shukle Pidika Dahashulini Tamra Mudgopama Pinna Rektam Sravati Parvani. Vatma Sandhi Asraya Shukle. So where Pidika. So where we can see this Pidika. Pidika means a pimple like structure. Vatma Sandhyasraya Shukle in Vatma Shukla Sandhi. Dahashulini Tamra Mudgopapanna. So Daha will be there and Shula will be there. Burning sensation and pain will be there. Tamra. The Pidika will have Tamra Varna. Tamra Varna means copper red in color. Mudgopama. It looks like a green gram. Pinna Rektam Sravati Parvani. Pinna. If we cut open that, Rekta will flow out of it. That is Parvani. So Parvani we can see in Vatma Shukla Sandhi. It is nothing but a Pidika which looks like a pimple, which is Tamra Varna, and Mudgopama. It looks like a green gram, and the symptoms are Daha and Shula will be there, and if we cut that one, that Parvani or a Pidika, Rektam Sravati, blood will flow out of it. This is according to Ashtanga Hridaya. Next comes the Susruta Sloka. Tamra Tanvi Daha Shulopapanna Rektajneya Parvani Vritta Shofa. Tamra Tanvi. So the color is same as Ashtanga Tamra, copper red in color. Tanvi, thin, tender. It will be Daha Shulopapanna. There will be Daha and Shula. Rektajneya. Rektajneya, because of Rekta dosha predominant. Parvani Vritta Shofa. It is a round swelling. It is Vritta Shofa. So Tamra Varnam, it's thin. Daha Shula will be there. Rekta dosha predominant, and it is like a round swelling. It is a Vritta Shofa. This is according to Susra Samhita. These are the lakshanas of Parvani. Now we will see Parvani Chikilsa. Parvani Bedishenata Bahya Sandhi Tribhagataha Vrithipatrena Vadya Arte Syat Ashrugadir Anyada Chikilsacha Armavad Kshaudra Saindava Pratisarita. So Parvani Bedishenata Bahya Sandhi Tribhagataha. So Parvani Bedishenata Bedishena Grihita. So we can hold Parvani using Bedisha Yandra. Bahya Sandhi Tribhagataha, and divide it into three parts. Vrithipatrena Vardya Arthe Syat. Vritthipatra, using Vritthipatra we can cut half of it. Vardhe Arthe Syat. Ashrugadir Anyada. If we are not doing that, if we are cutting it completely, it will hurt Ashrugati, lacrimal apparatus. Chikilsacha Armavad Kshaudra Saindava Pradisarita. Chikilsacha Armavad. After that we can follow Arma Chikilsa Kshaudra Saindava Pradisarita. After cutting we have to do Pratisarana using Kshaudra and Saindava. Then we have to follow Arma Chikilsa. In Tika it is mentioned how they will do in Arma. After Chedana, Samyak Chinnam, Madhu Vyosha Saindava Pradisaridam. Using Madhu, Vyosha and Saindava we have to do Pradisaranam. Here Acharya mentioned in Parvani use only Kshaudra and Saindava. Ushnena Sarpisha Siktam. Then we have to wash using warm ghee. Ushnena Sarpisha Siktam. Abhyaktam Madhu Sarpisham. Then we have to apply honey and ghee over there. Madhu Sarpisham. Betniyat. Then we can do bandaging as we mentioned last. Betniyat. Sejayet Muktva Tridiyadi Dineshuscha. Sega can be done after removing the bandage after 3 days. Karanja Bija Siddhena Kshirena. With what we have to do Seka? With Karanja Bija Siddhena Kshirena. We have to do Kshira Paka using Karanja Bijam. So this is the treatment for Parvani. So Parvani, what we have to do is, first we have to hold the Parvani using Bedisha Yandra. Then we have to divide it into three parts. Then using Vritthipatra, we can cut half of it. Don't cut full. If we cut full, what will happen? It will harm Ashrugati. Then we can do Pradisarana using Kshaudra and Saindava. Then we can follow Arma Chedana Chikilsa, remaining part. So there what Acharya is mentioning is, after doing Pradisarana, we have to wash the area with warm ghee. And then we have to apply Madhu and Sarpis over there and apply bandage. Then after 3 days, we can remove the bandage and do Seka using Karanja Bija Kshira. This is the treatment for Parvani. Next disease is allergy. Kaninasya Antaha allergy. Shofo Ruktoda Dahavan. This is according to Ashtanga Hridaya. So Kaninasya Antaha allergy. Allergy can be seen in Kanina Sandhi. What is allergy? It is nothing but a shofa, a swelling seen in the Kanina Sandhi, in the medial region. Ruktoda Dahavan. There will be pain. Ruk and toda and dahavan. The burning sensation will also be there. So a swelling seen in the Kanina Pradesha along with ruk, toda and daha is allergy. According to Susro Samhita, Jata Sandau Krishna Shukle allergy syad tasminneva khyavida purvalingehi. In Susro Samhita, Parvani and allergy are mentioned together. So Jata Sandau Krishna Shukle allergy. So allergy can be seen in Krishna Shukla Sandhi tasminneva khyavida purvalingehi. The same lakshanas of Parvani can be seen here also. So Daha and Shula will be there in allergy also. Allergy is an asadhya vyadhi, so no treatment is mentioned. Next disease is allergy. Kaninasya antaha allergy. Shofo ruktoda dahava. Next krimi grandhi. So last disease. Apankeva kanineva kandusha pakshma podavan puyasravi krimi grandir grandhihi krimi yudo artiman. So this is from Ashtanga Hridaya. Apankeva Kanineva. So it can be seen in Apanga Sandhi or Kanina Sandhi. Kandusha Pakshma Podavan. Puya Sravi. So there will be Kandu, itching, Usha, burning sensation, Pakshma Podavan, falling of eyelashes, Puya Sravi and pus discharge. Krimi Grandir Grandhihi Krimi Yudo Artiman. So in Krimi Grandhi means there will be small Grandhis in that krimi will be present. So in Ashtanga Hridaya, krimi grandhi means there is a small grandhi will be there in Apanga region or Kanina region, and the symptoms will be Kandu, Usha, Pakshma, Podavan and Puyasravi. There will be itching, burning sensation and falling of eyelashes, and there will be pus discharge. This is mentioned by Vakpadacharya. Next comes Susruta Samhita Sloka. Krimigrandir Vartmanaha Pakshmanascha Kandum Kuriyuhu Krimeha Sandhijata Nana Rupa Vartma Shuklasya Santau Charando Antarnayanam Dushayendi. Krimigrandir Vartmanaha Pakshmanascha Kanduhu. There will be itching in eyelid and eyelashes. Vartmanaha Pakshmanascha Kanduhu Kuriyuhu Krimeha Sandhijata Nana Rupa. So there will be different types of krimi or worms. Vartma Shuklasya Sandau Charandu Antarnayanam Dushendi. It will move from Vartma Shukla Sandhi to inside of the eye and cause damage to the eye. This is Krimi Grandhi. So there will be itching over eyelid and eyelashes, and there will be different types of krimi, and it will move from Vartma Shukla Sandhi to inside of the eye. Next from Krimi Grandhi, so last disease, Apankeva Kanineva. This is a treatment for Krimi Grandhi. Krimigrandhim Karishena Swinnam Phitva Vilikyascha Tribalakshadra Kasisa Saindavaihi Pradisarayet. So Krimigrandhi Karishena Swinnam. First we have to do Swedanam. Karishena Gomaya Dina. That means with cow dung we have to do Svedana. Phitva. Then we have to do Bhedanam. Cut we have to give. Vilikyascha and lekhana, scrape the contents out. After that we have to do Pradisaranam using Tribala, Kshaudra, Kasisa and Saindava. So this is Krimi Grandhi Chikilsa. Krimi Grandhi, first we have to do Svedana with cow dung, then Bhedana, we have to cut open that and scrape out all the contents. Vilikyascha, scrape out all the contents inside that swelling or Grandhi. Then we have to do Pradisarana using Triphala, Kshaudra, Kasisa and Saindava. Next is Sadhya Sadhya of Sandhigata Rogas. Ubanaha Krimi Grandir Puya Alasaga Parvani Shastrena Sadhayet Panja Sa Alajin Asramam Stejed. So Ubanaham, Krimi Grandi, Puya Alasaga and Parvani are Shastra Sadhya Vyadis. Shastrena Sadhayet. Remaining Panja, remaining 5 are Sa Alajin Asramam Stejed. Alaji and 4 types of Srava should be Tejed. So those are asadhya vyadis. Thank you.